have my eggs as the sun is setting. This is a beautiful time of day, and I was reflecting on my journey with my skin health. I just wanted to share some thoughts with that because oftentimes now people will compliment my skin, but years ago when I was struggling at my worst, struggling with insulin resistance, I had tons of acne on my face and dry patches, and my skin was super sensitive to sunscreens and regular moisturizers. And I was taking a pill medication for acne, and I was really in a place where I was not doing very well. And as I started to learn more about how our skin health is really related to our immune function and to our circulatory system, to our nervous system, one day I just was hopping along, just reading my books, and it just hit me one day. It was like, Rachel, if you want to have healthy and vibrant skin, you can, but you need to start feeding your brain and you need to start feeding your body accordingly, your immune function as well. So then I started focusing on animal-based proteins because these animal-based proteins are higher in amino and fatty acid content, they're higher in B vitamins, and this is for energy production, it's for our immune function. And if you are someone who's struggling with your skin health, I cannot take this journey for you. I can only share what I've experienced, but your skin health comes from the inside. It's not anything that you can put on your face that's going to get rid of the acne and the things that are trying to escape the body. See, we're always trying to excrete everything. Like when we get sick, we have a fever, we sweat, we throw up. If you do some ayahuasca, like psychedelic, you purge, right? Everything wants to come up and out all the time when we don't need the items from our food and drink that we didn't need, right? We excrete it through our urine and through defecation. So everything's always trying to come out, and it's the same thing with your skin health. So you have to ask, and even with BO, I noticed big time BO and gum plaque on my teeth. Like once I shifted my diet, like all of these things changed. My skin health changed. My I don't get plaque on my teeth anymore. Like I forgot to brush my teeth before I went to work the other day, and like nobody knows, because my teeth stay pretty clean now, which I didn't even know that was going to be a benefit years ago, because I had issues with inflamed gums, and like I'd go to the dentist and my gums would just start bleeding all the time. And I didn't understand the bacteria, like feeding your gut microbiome these healthy amino and fatty acids. And, also the stress response, like your metabolism is also mental, spiritual metabolism. So I'm always saying good things to my gut bacteria, to my cells, because these are my babies, these are my children, and I feed them so that they can have enough energy to keep me light and bright and to keep my skin moisturized. So a lot of people, when they're looking at and trying to improve their skin health, either they have really pretty expensive like cosmetic products, and again, if you can't eat it, you shouldn't put it on your skin, because everything that you put on your skin is seeping through into your bloodstream. So like for instance, if I were to use like a skin product on my face, which I don't, I usually just use water and like some soap when I take a shower, but I would use some like coconut oil or some beef tallow, something that I would eat. That way, I know if I would eat it, it'd be good for my body. It'd be good to seep into my bloodstream, because anything we put on our skin goes into our bloodstream. So the same thing goes for sunscreens. Make sure that you're using like a non-toxic sunscreen, because all of this adds up. All of it affects. It's not just a sunscreen. It's like a bunch of stuff we don't even know about too. So collagen, getting more collagen in the diet. Like, where does collagen come from? Collagen is just another word for a long string of amino acids. That's all that collagen is. And so there's hundreds of different types of collagen. I don't even probably know enough to be talking about this, but this is just sharing some of my excitement and my experience with it. But yeah, collagen is just amino acids. So the body is always starving, it's craving, right? Like your brain takes 20 to 30% of the total body's energy per day. And, most people's issues is that we're just stuck in this chronic fight or flight response because our bodies are just starving, and like an energetic disease like diabetes and Alzheimer's, dementia, this is all the brain is starving. You know, if you're having problems with your memory, your balance, everything, like imagine just feeding your body, like feeding your cells what it's made of, and focusing on that, like starting early in the morning. Like how can I get ahead of my stress response each day? You're a biochemist, so you have a biochemical cascade each day. If I wake up every morning, every night, I have been in the fasted state. That's what it means to sleep, to be in the fasted state. So ideally, like I would eat like 1 to 2 hours at least before bed. I'd go through that fasted period. I'd wake up, I'd be in the fasted state, and I would feed in a sacred time capsule. Like I was feeding my body for the first time in days. You know, what does my body need to break a fast? It needs amino and fatty acids. So if you give yourself plenty of this, you'll find that like you become calmer, your nervous system is more at peace, and your skin health will improve over time. You know, again, you can't outrun your stress response. So if your metabolism is your spiritual metabolism is still running, you know, sit down and ask yourself, why am I in such a hurry to get to where am I trying to go? You know, because you're right where you're supposed to be, you're exactly where you are, and you have plenty of time, and you're also protected. Like anything in your life that doesn't work out for whatever reason, or like your car breaks down or whatever reason, you know, you're being protected by some way. You know, it's hard to understand what's going on, like, because we'll never understand it fully. But the more that I've started to believe that I am in the right place at exactly the right time and I'm being protected, and anything that works out or doesn't work out is meant to be. You know, that's spiritual metabolism. Is your glass half full or is it half empty? You know, do I have everything that I need to make it through? You absolutely do. Everything that you need is inside. And you know, again, our vitamins, minerals, nutrients, our medicine is coming from food. It comes from the environment. It's my little willow tree in the background here where aspirin comes from. So I don't know, it's just pretty cool if you ask me. Endogenous skincare routine, you know, you could try it out for yourself. And again, yeah, starting early, start with the light, eat with the light, stack your amino and fatty acids in the morning, and like you'll be surprised at how your gut bacteria shifts and changes. You'll be surprised at like, oh, I don't have as many cravings. You know, it's because like you set your body up to, oh, my little picture flew away. You set your body up to be in a state where it has everything it needs. So it's not even craving, you know, the high caloric foods, the junk foods, the highly processed foods, whatever. Because if you're giving your body what it needs, and then you've set yourself up for nighttime sleep, right? Amino acids, tryptophan breaks down to serotonin to melatonin, and you're just riding on this circadian rhythm. And everything's good, everything's in rhythm, it's gonna work out, things are going the way that they're supposed to go. So just take it one day at a time. If you're in a place where you're not happy and satisfied, it's gonna be okay. Just one day at a time, we're gonna get to where we're going. Sometimes it takes longer, sometimes it happens real fast. We don't know, we're not supposed to know. And anyway, yeah, you can like, share, and subscribe if you want to for this video. As always, I wish you the best of luck on your journey.